All right, Jesse on fire. What's up, you guys? I literally just walked into my house from Vegas, and I am, dude, this is crazy. Like, so I want to share this with you. I'm going to be kind of going through this as it happens because if you guys have not seen this yet, 8.7 earthquake off of the coast of Russia. It's on the other side of the country from Ukraine. And what is so crazy about this is that literally 9 days ago. So 9 days ago, in the exact same area, okay? Literally off the exact same area. Let me read this to you, okay? This is completely wild. Several earthquakes, including a 7.4 magnitude one, struck off the Russian coast on Sunday, according to U.S. Geological Survey, prompting brief warnings of potential tsunami waves on nearby peninsula and further across the Pacific and Hawaii. There are tsunami warnings right now in both Japan, Hawaii, etc. But I think the warning, the size I saw was 3 meters. So obviously, I went and looked at what the size of the Japanese tsunami was in 2011, and it was 35. So I'm like, okay, we're not looking at that type of tsunami apparently. But okay, so check this out. So a tsunami threat was initially issued off the coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. This is 9 days ago, and check this out, dude. Okay, that is literally exactly where this just happened. Exactly where this just happened. So 9 days ago, 7.4 hits, but wait until you hear this, dude. Okay, the ministry had warned residents near the earthquake area that they should under no circumstances try to go and watch the tsunami, obviously. Okay, but listen to this. Okay, so see, this is the exact same spot right here in Kamchatsky, Russia. The alert followed several notable quakes that hit within about an hour off the coast of Kamchatka, Russia. The first was a 7.0 magnitude earthquake in the sea about 142 kilometers east of the city. Within moments, another 6.7 magnitude quake struck 130 kilometers east of the city, followed by a series of quakes of magnitudes initially measured at 7.4, 6.7, 6.6. Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of that? A 7 point, or like all within the same area, 7 point, then a 6.7, then a 7.4, then another 6.7, then a 6.6, all within like an hour of each other or less. And then now in the exact same spot, an 8.7, 9 days later. Listen, dude. Listen, are we talking weapons, dude? Are we talking weapons? You know what I mean? Because what we're going to look at here is a tectonic weapon. Okay, that is what we're going to look at here is the hypothetical tectonic weapons that people have been talking about since the 90s and no one has ever acknowledged exists. But like, you know, this is possible. Major solar storms cause great earthquakes. But guess what? We're going to look at the tectonic weapon anyway. Okay. So, chat, have you guys ever heard of that? Have you guys, I mean, I paid pretty close attention to earthquakes. I grew up in California. I've been through some really big earthquakes before. The 7-pointer that shut down the World Series, I remember exactly where I was. I was like, I don't know. I was very, very young, but I remember where I was. And I was on the top. I was on a tennis court way on the top of like an Orinda mountain. And it was like you could literally see the entire Bay Area. There was a 7-pointer that was in San Diego when I was an adult, and the thing that was so great, it just went on forever. It just would not stop. I was asleep and woke up to it, and it was just like 8.7, dude. 8.7. And again, right here, exactly the same spot that had a 7-pointer, 6.7, 7.4, 6.7, 6.6. 5 earthquakes within an hour in the exact same area. I'm trying to see if this says like exactly like what the time frame was. But that, I mean, like, if you're in the if you're in that area, can you imagine how terrifying that would be? Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? This is not true, actually, Steve. I saw Elon commented on that brawl the other day. You know, the brawl with the Cincinnati where that group of black dudes jumped those white people and like stretched the white lady. The reason I saw, because I had seen the fight video, but I hadn't seen the end when the girl got stretched until I saw Elon posted a screenshot of her like eyes open, flatlined. And he said something like, this is attempted murder. She's lucky to be alive. That's where I saw that. So he's been around. What's up? The on man. What's up, dude? The big guy had enough with Russia. See, that's what I'm saying. And I thank you for the super chat. I'm going to show you guys this too, because this is the other thing that's going on. This was yesterday, right? So yesterday, Ukraine sees glimmer of hope as Trump shortens deadline for Putin to talk peace. Here's the other thing, okay? If you look at a map, let me show you guys. I'm going to pull up a map of Russia. Now, obviously, this is all hypothetical here, right? But here's the map, right? Okay, here's Ukraine over here. You want to know where this happened? Right here. Literally on the exact opposite side of Russia. Which could mean nothing. Could mean, who knows? But it's right there. This is where all of it happened. On the polar opposite side of Russia, this incredibly bizarre earthquake, activity. And it's happening at the same time that, that Trump is trying to lean on Russia. I mean, who knows, dude? I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about, LOL, the con man. The con, what? Oh, the con man. Oh, got it. Understood. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Yeah, the ring. So the Ring of Fire, if you guys are not aware of what that is, let me show you. The Ring of Fire is where the tectonic plates, it's like the Ring of Fire, and it's where a lot of earthquakes happen. And so it's like right here, see? Now, one thing that I've always found very curious is this, okay? That right there is in the United States, right? Like, here you go. This is the United States. How come all of the earthquakes, the massive ones, all happen right here? Do you know what I mean? Like, all of them happen right here. That's why I've been suspicious that we are controlling the earthquakes. And it could be as simple as we're like, oh, shit, you start to be like, you have to be able to measure when earthquakes are going to happen, right? Like, there has to be a way. Coach Collins trying to get a hold of me. Real Jesse on Fire at Gmail. Yeah, real Jesse on Fire at Gmail. Tell him to title the email Coach Colin. So I see it. Yeah, so I don't know. Don't you guys find that bizarre? That like, because when has there been a massive, like really, really heavy, super serious earthquake on the west coast of the United States since like, I don't know, when was the last one? The one that like really fucked shit up? Was that the Bay Area? Was that the last one in 89? I don't know. Because they started talking about tectonic weapons in 1992. I'll show you guys that in a second. And obviously, this is just like hypothetical, but it just seems, I don't know, man. So let's look at this one, though, real quick. Oh, sorry, I missed super chat. What's up, motherfuckers? Let's go. There were 3 earthquakes on the ring today. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. Okay, let's look at that. Like I said, dude, I literally just walked in my house. I did the Sean Mike Kelly show in Vegas today, so that's gonna be dropping. It was really fun, dude. He's got a sick ass studio. Although I don't think it's his studio. I think he and Jake Shields both record out of the same studio in Vegas, but it's badass. It's awesome. It's a good show. You guys will like it a lot. Okay, earthquakes ring of fire. So is this saying that like yeah, I mean, think about all these massive ones. The 2004 one, the that hit Indonesia, that was a fucking catastrophe. You got the 2011 one that basically wiped out Japan and made sure that all the sushi that you've been eating for the last however long is definitely irradiated thanks to the Fukushima meltdown. 7.7 in Myanmar from March. Hang on. Okay, let me see. Let's look at all the earthquakes from today so that we can see July 29. Yeah. Where are the other ones, man? A 6.6 hits off of Fiji today also. Bro, this is wild. When I saw smashes and thumbnail, I figured Shemaev already ran through DDP. Russia has something to do with it. Can't trust anyone these days. Thank you for the super chat. I think we might have done it. You know, I think we might have done it. Let's actually look at the story though. Okay, so the 8.7 magnitude earthquake near actually here. Let's let them tell us about it.
Meet Elephant SQL
Oh yay!
DB, your new managed cloud database powered by quantum computing.
All right. Wait, this is just telling us what an earthquake is? Blocks of earth, call it tectonic plates. The edge of the plate becomes stuck. It builds up friction until the force of the moving block overcomes the barrier. That releases energy, creating a seismic wave that shakes the earth as it ripples. Foreshocks are earthquakes that precede larger events in the same location. So, the 7.4 foreshocks, aftershocks, smaller earthquakes that happen within days to years after the main shock. Strongest on record is 9.5 in Chile, 1960. This is, I mean, California in 1906 ranks among the most devastating earthquakes in American history, spanning 300 miles. Yeah, burned all of San Francisco down. Okay, so let's go. All right, so the tsunami alerts were like, there is footage of the there's footage of the one from a week ago that I found. Yes. Candace is, oh man, I'm gonna watch that while I cook, dude. I'm starving. Russia earthquake footage. All right. So I found, here you go. So this is 9 days ago. Oh my God. Oh, the music, man. I found one though, and it was like, no way. Let me see. I'm looking for the comments. I want to look for the comments to see if people are saying that this really is footage from then. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is real. Oh man. Oh, that poor dog, dude. Look at that. Look at how many there were that day, dude. And then now they get hit with the 8.7. Jesse, GOAT status. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, Jeremy. You're the man, brother. That's wild, dude. This is the one that I saw. This is the one that I saw earlier when I was looking at it. Again, this is the 7.4 in the same area. Like, I know, like, I'm sure most of you guys know the difference between a 7.4 and an 8.7 is massive. Like, when you get into the higher numbers, it's crazy how much bigger they are. You know, if it's like, oh, it's, you know, a 6.8 to a 7.5 is like absolutely massive. A 7.4 to an 8.7 is, it just happened. Like, it literally just happened. So the footage is going to be insane, dude. Jeremy, welcome to the membership, dude. It's the 8th strongest ever. Wow, dude. Wow. That's crazy. And for decades, major earthquakes have coincided with extreme solar weather, like we are getting blasted with right now from the corneal hole and CMEs. No weapon, just space weather. That makes sense. That makes sense. This was predicted yesterday. I'm still going to show you guys all the tectonic weapon stuff, though, because it's interesting. I've never looked into them very much. Huh. That's fascinating. That's so crazy that solar weather causes earthquakes. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, 2 more just hit. Same area, 6.9 and 6.3. No fucking way. Are you serious? Oh my God, dude. Hang on, I'm going to look that up. Gabrielle. Gabrielle. Hey, 2 more just hit that same area, 6.8 and 6.7 or something. Dude, that is really scary, man. Hey, where are you seeing that? Where are you finding that? Johnny, welcome to the membership. There's a million videos for you to get caught up on in members only, dude. Oh, yeah. I mean, I understand. That's exactly probably what's going on. Like, Putin was like, oh, deadline? Boom. His dick hit the floor. 8.7, dude. Upgraded to a 6.9, the new one. The tsunami's headed for Hawaii after the 8.7. Well, see, I don't know. They said that the tsunami size headed for Hawaii was 1 meter. So, like, I don't know. Like, I wasn't super concerned. Like, that's what I was saying is I'm like, okay, 1 meter. And then I looked up the Japan one and it was 35 meters. I'm like, okay, so they should be all right. We have a machine that turns stones in a human body into dust without touching a man. Tell me we don't have that in a way. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's an earthquake right off the coast of Alaska. What, right now? Yeah, this is what everybody's been saying, Jim. Multiple large earthquakes in relation to a large coronal hole on the earth facing side on the sun. Dude. So does that mean that as we get like later in the day or like in the night, there might be more in other areas? Because this is wild, dude. Isn't Cali fault line looking like it's going to split to? Oh my God. I hope not. Have you ever heard of like what happens if that big one hits the west coast of like Washington and California, and how they said that it would like split off of Washington? It's fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy. No, I don't think it would. Oh, sorry, I lost. Wait. Oh my God. Sorry. It wouldn't wipe out Russia, but I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know. Have I done a parasite cleanse with? Why are you asking me about that? Gabrielle is doing one. Is literally doing one right now. Where'd that come from? Parasite cleanse. Gabrielle got sick as fuck. Like like she did one, and then it was like all of a sudden one day it just all hit her and she got crazy sick for about a day and then she felt way better. It will intensify. So like I'm saying, so they're going to start hitting other places in the world. Is that what you're saying? That is really scary. Come on. Yellowstone's about to blow. All this shit's happening at once. If Yellowstone erupts, have you guys ever seen that, man? Check this out, dude. Cool. You guys want to get scared? Let's get scared together.
To explode. It's known as the Yellowstone volcano.
Supervolcano.
And it's not just any regular volcano. Nope. It's a supervolcano. If Yellowstone decided to erupt, the results would be devastating. But how bad would they be? Is there anything we can do to stop it? Would it affect the entire world? And how would this change our weather? This is What If, and here's what would happen if the Yellowstone volcano erupted tomorrow. Located in Wyoming in the United States, Yellowstone has erupted 3 times in the...
Alaska hit with a 6.4 today. Hang on. Let's see if that's true too, because that's... all I'm seeing over here is the Alaska Earthquake Center. Here we go. Latest earthquakes. Oh, sorry. Here we go. I don't see any big ones here today. At least not yet. These are all happening over the last. Yeah, there's nothing on Alaska that's over 6 that I see here. Anyway, let's continue this though.
Past 2 million years. This has led some people to wonder whether we should be worried about another Yellowstone eruption in the near future. And by near future, we mean probably in another couple 100,000 years. But instead of waiting so long, why don't we find out what would happen?
Yeah, no, that's dude. The thing that you texted me, that's off Russia. You're okay. We're talking about the same earthquake, but that one is like that's the Russian one. It's in between Russia and Alaska, but it's 8.7, dude.
Happen if the eruption took place tomorrow? If you live in North America, there would be virtually nothing you could do.
Oh my God. You know what I just realized? That fucking part right there is going to get this demonetized. I'm gonna it's so annoying, dude. I wanted to look up the earthquake pending disaster Washington. It's the Cascade. Yeah, this one. It's Cascadia megaquake.
Scientists now warn that a massive earthquake could strike the Pacific Northwest at any moment. It's called the Cascadia subduction zone, a giant fault line from California to Washington, and it could unleash a magnitude 9.0 quake. This kind of event would trigger massive tsunamis, land collapse, and coastal flooding. New research shows there's a 15% chance it could happen in the next 50 years, and a 30% chance by 2100. And with rising sea levels, the danger is even worse. A quake today could flood over 300 square kilometers instantly, and even more by the end of the century.
I hate AI so much, dude. Actually, I love AI. Just kidding.
Scientists
I love AI, you
now
guys. AI, I love AI. ChatGPT, don't, come on. I love you guys. Don't kill me. Here we go.
A catastrophic earthquake in the Pacific Northwest would topple buildings and bridges, not to mention the damage from a tsunami. And now new research is showing another concern that's worse than previously thought.
Our Joe Ranieri is here to explain the major flooding risk.
Jesse, your ADD speaks to mind. I know what I'd be like if I was a guy. Oh, you're a girl. Yeah. Blessings for you all, Imperial Beach, California. I'd love to see you on. Hey, me too, dude. Have him hit me up. I would do it. Thank you for the super chat.
Along the West Coast. Hey, Joe.
Hey there. Yeah. So one thing we don't really talk about when we talk about the massive earthquakes, I can tell you that research doesn't paint a pretty picture of what could happen in low-lying areas, especially as sea levels continue to rise. In the case of a major earthquake, one researcher I spoke to says land along the coast could sink down as much as 8 feet.
There's just something breathtaking about the scene along the West Coast, a coastline that could look dramatically different in the event of a major earthquake along the Cascadia subduction zone.
What we looked at is kind of a lesser thought about and lesser known consequence of the next earthquake, which is the land subsidence, or the way the land is going to drop down.
The Cascadia subduction zone is about 40 miles off the coast. Dr. Tina Dura is the lead researcher and professor at Virginia Tech in the Department of Geosciences.
We know it can do this from the coastal geology and the evidence that we see in the sediments of the coastal marshes that show that the land has repeatedly dropped by that amount.
Dura says there could be as much as 4 to 8 feet of ground that could collapse.
The dropping down of the land is something that can persist for decades to centuries after the earthquake.
That kind of drop would increase flooding too.
And it's not going to go in the sort of Superman movie type of way, you know, cracks opening in the ground and swallowing everything.
Oh, boring. Then what are we talking about? Jeez. If it's not going to be Superman level, then, I mean, come on. You know? All the animals leaving Yellowstone. Please tell me that's a joke. Is that real? Okay, hang on. Let's just scare the shit out of ourselves, you guys. Is Yellowstone about to erupt? It's not. See, guys, don't worry. Google says no. We know where the Yellowstone volcano will erupt next. Detailed look at Yellowstone's magma storage system finds only one region is likely to host liquid magma long term. Oh, well. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm excited to see all the videos that come out from the, but it could be the alien mothership. They're on to us. They're on to us. For God's sake, let's start burning their cities through earthquakes. Let's hit Russia first. Okay, I'm going to jump because I'm starving and I just got home from Vegas and I haven't eaten. And I'm going to go cook and it's 8:20. But you guys are the best. I love you guys. Explain a simulation. Like simulation theory? Simple. Simulation theory from my perspective is like just take VR and then input a microchip like Neuralink into your brain so that you can experience like experiences the way that we do VR now, except you don't know that you're inside of a VR experience. And then imagine that you can condense time so you can essentially live an entire lifetime in what on the other side is potentially 1 minute, maybe 10 seconds, who knows? So you essentially can live forever because you get to live all of these lives over and over and over and over. And it, you know, it's not an actual, you know, like time is not real. We experience the time in the simulation as a very long time, which is actually a very short time. So, you know, I mean, that's my most condensed version. But if you think about what AI is going to be capable of doing, and if AI and we, you know, remain working symbiotically, you explain to AI that that's what we want to do, and it'll be able to build the system. Like, it's going to be bananas. Anyway, okay, I got to jump. You guys are the best. I love you guys. Peace.